Everybody, how's it going? This is Anthony with ToneFernandez.com with your network marketing tips and inspiration. So today I wanted to go over a question I received a few weeks ago from a network marketer, fellow network marketer. And basically she asks, she's a part of a parent organization within her children's school, and she wants to know, how do I recruit these people? So I remember a training that I took about a year ago from one of the leaders in my network marketing company, and it kind of fit perfect with this scenario. So if you're a single parent or you're just a parent in general who have children in school, and you probably communicate with the other parents every now and then, or you probably have their information just in case an emergency or something happens where you guys can communicate, but you don't have a strong relationship with these other parents. So this is what I recommend you do, and this is exactly what I told her. So the first thing you want to do is contact them and just ask for a meeting to build a relationship with them without trying to recruit them or without trying to present them with your network marketing company. So the first thing you want to do is just set up a meeting and find out who they are. And in this meeting, it can be a coffee meeting, it could be a lunch, it could be a home meeting. What you want to do is generally find out who these people are, what they're about. Besides family, what do they do for fun? Where do they work? And just find out, something that, motivates them and gets them going. From that point, they're going to ask you those same questions. And what you can do is say, when it gets to the part about what you do, you can say, I help people make money from home using the internet. And they're going to ask you, well, what do you mean? They're going to ask you, want to know more exactly what that means. And this is a point where you can either help your cause or hurt your cause. Most people bust out a presentation right then and there, and then they know, okay, this is the only reason you wanted to meet up. But what you can do is say, hey, you know what? Don't have time to talk about it right now. Let's set up another meeting and I'll talk to you more about it. So what that does, number one, it shows genuine intent. You actually did want to get to know the person. You wanted to know who they are, what they're about, and when the opportunity came to talk about your business, you set up a separate meeting for that, so that you kind of build that rapport, that trust with them. I see too many times where people say, let's meet up for coffee, and then out of nowhere they bust out a presentation from under the table, and the person is in the back of their head thinking, wow, they really got me. So don't be that person that bust out a presentation and bust out a laptop. Or worst case scenario, I had somebody actually brought their upline who came out of nowhere and sat down next to me one time. And I was just like, okay, I thought I was just meeting you, but okay, I guess I'm meeting your upline. So, the first meeting, you get to know them, you ask them questions, they're going to ask you, what do you do? That's when you say, I help people make money using the internet from home. And, I help people make money from home using the internet. And that's when you say, if they're going to ask you, most of the time they do, oh, how do you do that? Tell me more about that. You set up a separate meeting just so that, number one, it validates you as a person, saying, all right, he or she genuinely wanted to meet up and find out who I was, and you're building rapport, you're building trust, and you're just trying to get to know each other. That second meeting, once you set it up, now you can come and say, hey, let me show you what I do. You can bust out your company presentation, because that's what they expected. They agreed to the meeting. So that's pretty simple. Number one, set up a meeting where you get to know them, find out who they are, ask them about their job, ask them about who they are, what they do for fun. They're going to ask you the same question. Don't bust out your company presentation at that point, but ask for a separate meeting where you can go ahead, have a cup of coffee, and say, I would love to show you, but enough about that. And you continue on your conversation about finding out who they are. And I guarantee you at that second meeting, there's going to be less of a wall up, because they weren't, tricked into coming. You didn't trick them with bringing their sponsor or somebody, coming out of nowhere. It was just all natural. They agreed to it. It was a consensual meeting where they decided that they were wanted to look at more information about what you do. So that's all I have for today. As always, your success is important to me. If you guys are interested in more network marketing tips, feel free to go to ToneFernandez.com and click on Lifetime Access. Number one, you get a free gift, lifetime access to an interview with a gentleman who recruited over 1,200 people in his network marketing team personally. So you get basically an interview, Q&A, where he answers questions on how he did it and the type of mindset he had. If you're watching this from my blog, just below this video, you'll see a click here link. Click here, you get that same free gift. As always, again, your success is important to me. I'll see you guys out there on the field.